The QCTO have a set of published e-learning standards, and in part 1 of this article, we discuss the first 6 standards. In this article, we'll take a look at standards 7 to 12. You can download the QCTO's e-learning standards via the link posted in our article for this week. E-learning standard 7 is plagiarism. Effective systems are put in place to ensure that number 1, cases of plagiarism are detected, and number 2, that the right learners are rewarded. There are many applications and plugins available to monitor digitally submitted projects for plagiarism. When choosing your learning management system, make sure it has sufficient functionality to meet your needs for plagiarism monitoring. It certainly has become far simpler to track a digitally submitted project for plagiarism than one handed in on paper. The QCTO does stress, however, that only low-stake assessments can be carried out via online assessments. Assessments such as the EISA still require in-person assessment. E-learning Standard 8, Assessments and Evaluation. Assessments and evaluation are essential features of the teaching-learning process that are properly managed and reflect institutional and national standards. Assessments and evaluation are based on the stated program objectives. Online assessments can hugely simplify and improve the assessment process for both students and SDPs in the OQSF space. Good learning management systems offer a wide variety of assessment types to ensure the entire portfolio of evidence can be created electronically. This hugely simplifies the submission, grading, and data storage processes. When it comes to qualifications with a large practical component, the QCTO is very clear that final summative determination of competence is not yet amendable to online assessment. A theoretical understanding of making something doesn't constitute competence in occupational qualifications. E-learning Standard 9, At-Risk Learners. The Skills Development Provider, or SDP, tracks learners in order to identify at-risk learners and provide support before they drop out or fail. As e-learning providers, we build tracking of at-risk learners into our development processes. The first process would be ensuring that continuous, automated monitoring points are built into the instructional design of your program. This could include weekly short assessments and specific deadline dates for activities. The second process would be standard regular monitoring and tracking mechanisms built into each program, which would flag at-risk learners on a regular basis. This may sound complicated, but all it means is that you make full use of the automated tools available to you in your learning management system and ensure that no one falls through the cracks. E-learning Standard 10, Advertising of Programs. A high degree of professionalism and ethics is exercised in the advertising of programs by the skills development provider. Information provided to potential learners is true and not misleading. The QCTO asks you to be clear, consistent, and honest when communicating with learners with clear and simple documentation. This is applicable whether you are advertising online or by any other means. E-learning Standard 11, Relationships for Mutual Benefit. Institutional partnerships and collaborative relationships for mutual benefits are in place. Not mandatory, but encouraged where possible. We here at Key Group are a full-service e-learning agency that works with SDPs throughout the entire e-learning journey. E-learning as a function has many moving parts and requires a service provider with a diverse set of skills. We work with your team to plan and strategize, write processes, choose appropriate systems, design and develop your e-learning programs, train your team, host and maintain your systems, and provide ongoing support for staff and learners. E-learning Standard 12, Continuous Development of Programs. Continuous development of educational programs and services is influenced by research. E-learning is an evolving space. Plan for at least a 12 to 24-month review of each program. E-learning is a rapidly changing field, and as a provider, you should be able to agile enough to upgrade your programs as new practices are developed and uncovered. So let's recap the QCTO's 12 e-learning standards. 1. Have a vision and mission. 2. Plan. 3. Implement processes. 4. Develop quality programs. 5. Train your team. 6. Support your learners. 7. Manage plagiarism. 8. Ensure authentic assessment and evaluation. 9. Have processes to identify at-risk learners. 10. Ensure professionalism and ethics in advertising. 11. Invest in institutional partnerships and collaborative relationships. And finally, 12. Ensure continuous development of programs. Thanks for joining me. We hope you enjoyed our video series on SETA and QCTO Online. Join us for our next video series, coming to you soon.